Ishmael, who had been following the route Alyssa had mapped out, stopped in her tracks. Ishmael, what's the matter? Did your pamphlet say something? Like, something about this seems off. I don't suppose Ishi would ever read a map wrong. Like, what's the matter, babe? Yeah, like, we're heading the right way, but like, the thing is, something like seems fishy. Haha, I get it. This seems just like too easy. Like, think back to the path we took to get here. Every other route was crammed with all kinds of like obstacles to discourage us from taking a detour. The corridor to the left leading to the welfare department was closed off, and the one on the right leading to the facility management room was blocked with debris, as if they're corralling us down this route. Hey, hang on, babe. Fao, check this out. Fao, tell me, are we about to walk into a trap? And like, how can we, babe, how can we like, not? Faust is currently processing your request. However, you have run out of tokens for this session. These are the traces of an escaped abnormality, also known as the Faelantern. We have encountered this abnormality more than once in mirror dungeons. Let's take them down and reduce them back to eggs. If they prey on any survivors who stumble in here, oh, that'll be real trouble. It's time to beat down Faelantern. I'm so used to like 4-turning this thing. All right, and there's your stagger threshold. I don't remember if I can hit this, because what you're supposed to do is say, fuck it, we ball, and just pile drive this thing, but they may have rebalanced it. I don't know if it works the same. Fine, I'll fight it like a normal person. I'm gonna have to fight this normally now, like an idiot. Oh, all right, just do this real quick. Oh my God, oh, guys, can you lock the fuck in, please? Please, we're all gonna get staggered. Oh my God. Guys, it's a tree, please, for the love of God. How much HP do you have left? 400 something? Yeah, look at this. Damage time, baby. Give him the old booty stomp. Give him the booty stomp, all right. Heathcliff died, but that's okay. It was all part of the plan. I'm hoping, oh, it's this stupid thing. Oh, I hate this thing. I love it in the mirror dungeon because I can just spam ego and murder it. Usually when you do this in the mirror dungeon, you come in here and just nuke everything. You know what? Oh my God, just a story node. Look at this. I think it's this way. Like, did you read the pamphlet for that? Or did you just like, no? All the other routes were blocked off, save for the one leading to this sector. How very astute of you. Looks like we'd have ended up here one way or another. So much for having the part 1 dungeon. Stop. Uh-oh. Take another step closer, you'll be forcing our hand. Oh, a familiar voice boomed from the loudspeaker, delivering a sharp warning. This area is laden with security landmines. Even if you somehow manage to get past the minefield, you have to face the rest of us. I'm warning you, every last one of us is combat ready. And if you think you're stronger than us, we have self-destruct device. Bombs filled with super mini sawtooth shrapnel. Hold on a sec, what was I supposed to say? The heck? Oh, my handwriting is bad. Oh, here, throwing this bomb will result in an explosion that covers a 100-meter radius zone from the detonation point. Anyway, turn around and walk right away right now. We're gonna bury you all with this under the facility. We can hear everything, you know. This is highly probable that the bomb is a bluff. Any bomb that falls under a category of explosives must be planted on an object or surface per the rules set by the head. Sure, but I wasn't bluffing about the landmines. Take one more step forward and bolts of overcharged electricity will make barbecue out of you. That voice, it seems we're not mistaken. A rather unwelcoming voice. That voice I would rather not welcome tells me that these individuals are good to be let through. That voice, Faust would rather not welcome, tells Faust that these individuals are good to be approached. The doors of the broadcast sector inched open, but before we could take a proper look at the people holed up within. But you guys should have told us sooner. Remember me? Look at that big puppy energy. We came face to face with this giant puppy dog Ezra, who'd video called us in a plethora of information on the Blood Fiends prior to our mission in Lamanchaland. The next person to show up was Moses. I saw her in the video call too, team leader at LCD. Memory preserves correctly. Like, were you the ones who treated us with the nonsense about bombs, Ezra? I mean, what other choice did I have? We were starting to believe that we were the only survivors out there, and then bam, dozens or so footsteps rushed into the sector out of nowhere. We couldn't even check on you guys who you were, because all the screens were busted, and it was scary, and I was hearing noises, and I'm scared. And for your information, Mr. Genius over there is trying to fix the security cameras. He said it's gonna take a while with the power outage though.
I didn't expect to be interrupted by dumbasses. I'm missing all of my anime shows right now. I didn't expect our paths to cross again for anything good, but I certainly never pictured it happening like this. Oh God, 13 headaches just walked into my fucking office.
Hello, I'm relieved to see that there aren't any injured among you.
In any case, you say it was Alyssa who let you know of our location? Unlikely. Extras don't typically survive in a canto. If she's not with you, she must be either gravely wounded or already dead.
Like, she's badly hurt, yeah, but like, we're searching for ways to help her. Boss and I were near the laboratory when the attack started. There weren't many employees around, and the broadcast sector happened to be close by. Verily, young Alyssa shall persevere steadfastly. We have vowed to return and deliver her from death. Thank you. I'm sure Alyssa's hanging on to your promise. Sorry to bring up this touching moment, but if you're here, that colored fixture should be on its way too, right? Team leader, if we can regroup with the Red Gaze, I think we'll be more than enough fighting chance even without our baby B. Yes, but it would seem the Red Gaze is not here with them. What? What the heck are you peeps doing here without him?
Guidebud's been held up by an assailant. Ryoshu says she's called the Thumb Nurse Father from the House of Spiders.
Probably a tough adversary too. Just like those who are assaulting the facility. Chiron, is she taken hostage? How did you know that? Because I'm not a stupid idiot like the rest of you. You mentioned the attacker in the singular. Perhaps just a slip of the tongue, but I suspect a single enemy, if not a small number. Furthermore, despite coming here without the bus driver, none of you seem particularly convinced that the Red Gaze would be able to quickly dispatch the assailant and join you. Like, you're both from the LCD. What are you doing in HQ where the LCE is? Well, about that, the LCE was supposed to make an important progress report today, and apparently it's really important presentation too. We've been receiving bazillions of reminders about how it's mandatory and we need to be there, we need to learn and read, and I don't know, I was gonna just sleep through it and whatever. Feels like everyone's just overlooking how really busy our department is.
Sorry to borrow your wording, but it is indeed a really important presentation.
Okay, hang on. I don't think that's the crux of the matter right now. Like, presentation did not happen. As such, we are unable to assess its importance at the moment. Whatever is the case, the event was not required as us LCD members to be present here at the LCD department. And there's one more thing. Allow me to introduce the newest addition to the LCD. Yeah, our team's grown in size. Take that! We have like 3 members now. A familiar silhouette stepped out forward from his opposite side. Someone we did not expect to encounter here of all places. Oh man, who is it? Oh no! We must always be in the midst of points such as this. I trust you've been well? Is Mr. Bamboo-Headed Kim still in recovery? My mental his flesh has long since healed, but it will take some time until his mind will gain his form of tranquility after you whipped it to fucking pieces. I have faith that he will recover in due time. Until then, in silence shall I atone for the transgression I have committed. Well, I'm still glad you seem to be adjusting well to life at the LCD. I would say I was taken in, but I'm deeply grateful regardless. My mentor and I have nowhere left to call home, but someday we will return to S-Corp together. First order of business is intelligence sharing and deductive reasoning based on the available information. My team and I were attacked in the hallway connected to the conference hall. That guy was, I'll be straight with you guys, super duper 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 strong. I would have stood my ground if only Hornet, that dumbass, were here. By Hornet, are you referring to? The junior of our team, but he's really, really strong. So he's so strong that, I've got it. There was this time when I was, what was it again? Some kind of pastry, I think. Anywho, I got me some bread to snack on later, and that split second, my back was turned. Hornet, that asshole, swiped right off my plate. I got so pissed off that I punched right in his shoulder plexus to get him to cough it up, and he would just went oof and swallow my bread anyway. Like, doesn't that make any sense to you guys? Although Ezra's anecdote wasn't very illuminating, none of us bothered to ask further clarification, as it seemed the only way to get an objective measure of the Hornet's strength was to let her punch us in the solar plexus as well. So like, what's this Hornet up to now? I'm just gonna stand on the opposite side of the giant walking brick. Oh, are you gonna lose your mind when you hear this? Listen up, what he's... Not yet, Ezra. Up to is a secret, and it's classified and top secret. We can't know, nobody knows, and forget I said anything. I tend to analyze my enemies with observations and deduction. I try to identify their unique colors, the kinds of weapons they use, their methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitudes towards battle, all of it. Once I have that, I can get an idea of where to begin my counterattack, what kind of weakness of theirs I can exploit. And that's how I've usually opened my path forward. But he... Moses inhaled sharply as though she missed her smoking pipe, which was nowhere to be seen at this moment. Was chaotic. Almost as chaotic as these goddamn confetti cannons. I could not identify a single pattern as this behavior. Ezra, can you get me the confetti vacuum? I'm gonna need to get this out of my hair. Yeah, where did her pipe go? He is an empty shell. His act of killing lacks any emotional touch. And that is why you couldn't get a read on him. On the other hand, you appeared so clearly to me. You seem so anxious to cut something down, is that correct? You're broken, shattered, but every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small blades. A glass-like sword of many edges, so fragile with its futile wish to sever away what cannot be severed. I don't appreciate being analyzed. Little shit, what are you peeking into? Hey, don't talk to our team leader like that! Just as I was about to give her a stern warning, Hohenheim stepped in and changed the subject.
To add to that, Martin here and I were in the laboratory when it occurred. At first, it began with the sound of rushing wind, something large and heavy cleaving through the air. That kind of sound one should never come into expect from the department like ours, so full of delicate machinery and containment units, containing all of my anime.
It happened right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking only a step ahead of me, in half. And the first thing that came out of my mind was this. Abnormality, breach containment? If such was the case, the alarm should have gone off. So far, this tracks with what Miss Celesta told us. She said there wasn't any warning at all before the attack. What's the guy better look at what was? I realized there was neither abnormality, peccatulum, or distortion. It was a massive scabbard. When I looked towards the scabbard it came from, there stood a man who presumably threw the weapon, reading a book like he was out on a stroll. And that book was? Matthias! He must have been reading his book of vengeance. First the thumb, now the middle. I stared at him, still processing what had happened, when Boss grabbed my arm and started running.
You seem to be fond of recounting unnecessary details. Oh my gosh. When one's life is at risk, the brain instinctively reduces the processing of information to the bare minimum required to survival. It's only natural. For me, it's amazing, and I can just process everything all the time.
Hey babe, listen, if you want to look back and nitpick at literally everything you did in the past, we're gonna be here forever, babe. I know it might sound like a bit like an empty platitude, but focus on what you can do right now, what we're gonna do going forward, okay? You'll have time for regrets later. I suppose so. Oh man, sorry boss, I interrupted you there. You did say my boss once, so I guess it's only right that I should have more faith in you people than anyone else.
Oh, don't have faith in them. They're gonna get their egos inflated. I would like to clarify that saving was but a part of the experiment, but given the urgency, I'll forgo a more detailed explanation. I'll let it slide. This time.
Today, intruders attacked the LCE department situated in the basement of the HQ. We lost control of the entire LCE facility, save for a current location. Every sector's been neutralized by a single or a pair of intruders. Any survivors conscious enough to communicate properly is already here. After the attack, every containment unit is also forcibly unlocked, adding even more fuel to the fire. We are beset by foes on every side. A search for a foothold is a difficult one indeed. More than anything, we need those two pieces of information at the present. One, who are the attackers? Two, what objective brought them to the LCE? The man we encountered seemed to have one-track mind, squarely set on killing as ordered. Look at Adeng's card. Oh. Is that her picture? She's a little short there. They couldn't find her a step stool? My god, she's so small. Here you go. Why do we feel like I'm being pet-petted and no one can see it but, like, us? Moses' deduction aligned with Otis's. The assailant's goal was truly nothing more than a slaughter. Their first order of action should have been to unlock the containment units. The intruders are, yes, I have enough evidence to at least get a general idea of whom they might be. There's the thumb nurse father who's stalling the red gaze, then there's the member of the middle who attacked the researchers, and we've seen evidence of the ring's involvement too, given the presence of corpse mannequins. At least two more fingers are involved in this attack. The thumb, the vile core, the Kuma clan serves all here. Yet, this is quite odd. Lady Moses, are the fingers not hostile against one another? Those ilk have no business coming within sweet breaths of each other, save when compelled to attend assemblies, such as a finger bow bell, where they oft quarrel to no end. Correct. Consider this from the opposite perspective. There must be something of enough importance for the officers of each finger to put aside the differences to work hand in hand. Spiders! Or the nurse fathers of the house of spiders. And we've just snared ourselves in the web they've spun. Nurse fathers, was it? Seems like a terribly meaningful title to me. Then it could be presumed that the house of spiders is a place to raise something, or someone, just have such a high-ranking officer of each finger gather at one place to nurture someone. Hang 2 is the same size as Moses. Oh, man. Pets for Moses too, then. I try to move the pets over. It's like, no, thank you. Okay. I'm sorry, Moses. I gotta put pets on you. You don't get a say. I think an abnormality's petting me right now. Ryoshi, is it? Seems to be inexplicably tied to that place. IKWYW. Oh, she said I know what you want. No need. I can understand abbreviations, because I'm just that smart. You don't have to recall everything. All I need to know is what the outraged purpose is. What is it? Me. To forge me into a blade that cuts through all. But I left that place behind. Ryoshu, can you tell us anything more, please? Pretty please? I don't remember much more than that. Even if I did, it's not an easy thing to speak of. Ryoshi let out a protracted sigh just as Moses did earlier. The long exhalation of someone who clearly craved a puff of smoke betrayed the aloofness she projected. Come to think of it, Ryoshi hasn't been smoking at all since we got here. Or maybe since the truck? I have questions of my own, but the answers elude me. But maybe the pieces can be put together using your hints, like the one you gave me earlier. So we have to solve this together, this puzzle, or this game of escape room. When you said left the house spiders, I presume you mean escape? Members of different fingers are hardly the kind of people to fraternize even on a good day, but this alliance of sorts they call the House of Spiders has persisted even after you departed. At a glance, it may only appear that they were simply waiting for you to return. But given their behaviors today, they don't strike me as a particularly patient group as a whole. In other words, I find it suspicious that they decided to act now. If they were desperate, they would have made a move long ago. Whichever their motive, Ryoshu, whether it is getting you back or doing something else. The fact remains that you've chosen this particular moment to act. The nurse father of the House of Spiders we encountered. Wow, she made way for us so that Ryoshu could come to HQ Research Facility. She harbored such intense and complicated feelings for Ryoshu, but I don't think I got any sense that if she was trying to kill or take Ryoshu with her. I used my special empathy powers to just read her emotions. I could do that now. But she said the nurse fathers were waiting here for me. Clearly they're here to see me, weirdo detective. All right, you. Hey, what's your problem?
Be calm, please. Can you get your dog under control? It's best that we do not interrupt their conversation.
If they were indeed after Ryoshu and only Ryoshu, then choosing the specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. The intervals between each of the sinners are different, but once the sinner's turn ends and others begins every single time without failure. This case has everything to do with Ryoshu. I believe it without a shred of doubt. It's her turn, because I read the script. The other sinners relayed my words. Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words. Oh, so when they do it in like they just assume that translations happen. It's fine, but when I do it, I get called out in the comments. Okay, I see how this works. Limbus Company. All right, guys, they did it. They said Limbus Company. We can go home. As always, thank you so much to everybody who has supported the Limbus Company. Limbus Company, the mirror, the glass window, the former L Corp, extracted ego and Keflin, Psychomance, abnormalities, monolith, sinner, Ryoshu. Can't think of too many things in the LCE research facility that would want the House of Spiders after. By process of elimination, the only reasonable answer that could be deduced is as follows. They're here for the golden boughs.
Oh, it took you that long to state the obvious? What else could we fucking have? Oh my god, you people are stupid.
Hohenheim, where are the golden bowels in this facility located?
It's at a laboratory in this facility. Very well. I suppose there's no way around sharing the contents of our preservation. It was a presentation regarding our progress in the golden boughs experiment. And the limited group of individuals with the clearance to access the contents of that presentation does not include the members of the LCB.
Wait, aren't we the ones risking our necks here to collect these boughs? Come on, we're not allowed to—
I am not the one who decided the scope of our security.
There is no way to know at this moment what the consequences of leaking this information with the company's explicit consent might be. If the worst comes to worst, you may even be subject to a memory wipe procedure.
Anyway, assuming the risks of divulging this information are understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the point. If I'm going down, I'm bringing you all with me. The golden boughs we were experimenting with grafting and retrieving the boughs onto one another.
Grafting the boughs? Then was the purpose to combine the boughs to form a singular tree?
Correct. We are incubating a golden bough under a very special environment to create a sapling. We haven't yet managed to graft them together into a proper tree, but that horizon is in sight. Today was the day that we were supposed to share the success of the experiment with certain major characters and teams within the company until this happened, and then oh man, so many MCs in one room.
The golden boughs are at the laboratory. Then we have to get to the laboratory before they do and secure the golden boughs. But we can't just waltz out to our own bay where this whole place might be crawling with enemies, right? Is there any way we can get in touch with HQ right now? Did HQ even receive your support request?
We did send a rescue signal to HQ an hour ago, but we have no way of knowing whether it was received. The attackers destroyed all of our outgoing transmissions earlier.
They have either failed to receive the transmission or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevators. Hey, Mr. Big Brain! If we want to restore the department from shutdown state, we gotta take all the distortions and abnormalities sauntering about, right?
In order to perfectly restore the facility, yes. This place has been designed to be quarantined from every other department if even a single abnormality has escaped through its hallways.
Oh, then no use sitting around putting our heads together, right? If you guys are scared of some abnormality distortion, leave it to us. We'll kick their butts. Nobody said they're scared. I'm just saying, we could benefit from practicing a bit of caution.
Caution? Since when has anyone in this room besides me ever expressed any caution?
Listen up, men. Prepare for two things, reconnaissance and extraction. Huh? Babe, extraction? You mean escape? Assuming the LCA's support will arrive, it would serve us best to move in tandem to them to improve our chances of launching in a joint attack with numerical advantage over our enemies. Also, we have to stay mobile. We've held this position for too long. Our enemies will methodically kill and comb through the entire facility until they find what they're looking for. The more we remain stationary, the more likely we are to encounter them. That way, they only elevate the risk of total obliteration.
Fine. Then if we're to all leave this place at the same time, where should we prioritize, Mrs. Oh-so-smart tactical leader?
Facility management room to restore power to the facility, laboratory in the area, The damaged circuitry all located far from each other. We divide and conquer, securing the golden bows, restoring power, and suppressing abnormalities to clear a path for the reinforcements. They're all equally important and must be resolved concomitant. What is this word? And to do so, we must split up to the squads based on our experience. The LCB will be in charge of securing the golden bow, as our executive manager here has the ability to detect whenever they are in proximity to one of them. Oh, kind of like a metal detector, but for trees. Anyway, I would like to leave the abnormality distortion and precutula suppression to the LCD, since you're apparently just so good at everything. How many difficult abnormalities or distortions did you have contained in this facility?
Combatants of your prowess should have no trouble suppressing most of them, save for 2, however, that might pose some trouble. Take these micro-communicators with you. We used to communicate between laboratories, mostly me just dunking on all these inferior idiots in my department.
As for restoring power to the facility, I would like to designate that task to the LCE personnel here. I presume you are best acquainted with the layout of this facility out of all of us.
A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than it might have first appeared to you.
No wonder there were so many casualties. Everyone turned off their communicators so they wouldn't have to listen to Hohenheim. The acrid stench of smoke I'd much rather leave buried in the past keeps coming back. Oh my god, we're finally out of that node. That was one node.
I suppose I should give the LCB department some credit, as they seem to have been able to fight their way here, which is somewhat surprising. It would have been an absolute cakewalk for me, however, as I, the ultimate anime protagonist, would have had no problem dealing with any of those fights. I suppose I'll take this opportunity to thank the board of directors, as they know peak. They did put me in charge of the LCE department after all. Thank you to Tolling the Bell, Kadega 113321, Komodo Prima, Apollo Owl, Time Thornbloom, RBW 321, Caden Gamer 2112, Dark Daddy Kane, Dragon Sushi, Renard 22, Exus Golem, Ico, Fenton Ferox, Hammy Otter, Impulse DM, Kiva Raccoon, Lokar 812, Mabonk, Knickknack 8119, Phoenix Flyer 15, Reggie 8627, Ray Allen, Rob Bipple 78, Rowan Yeed, Silly Monkey 2, Solus Slime 3, Technicus the Techno Demon, Tia Briggs Donuts, Winterwolf Fox, and Zeldrick. Your money has been well placed in me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I have to clean up all this mess. Ugh, my back is gonna hurt after I lift this company out of the disaster it's put itself into. All right, move out of the way, you NPCs. Your hero and savior is here.
Oh, man. What a long canto that was, huh? Executive manager, that was only one node. Which is awful because I don't have the action economy. Usually when you do this in the mirror dungeon, you come in here and just nuke everything.